Welcome student. Our today topic is about mole, but before going to discuss mole, we are going to discuss about the gram atom, that what is gram atom and why we use gram atom in chemistry. So the concept of a gram atom is very useful because it is impossible to see individual atom or to wave individual atom or even a large number of atoms. We can actually see and weigh 1 gram atom, and it is impossible to see one atom or even a large number of atom, and similarly it is impossible to weigh one atom or even a large number of atom. So for this purpose we use gram atom because we can actually see and weigh 1 gram atom. 1 gram of any element contain the same number of atom, and that quantity which has the same number of atom has been given the name as mole. So mole is the gram atomic mass or gram per molecular mass or gram per molar mass. Means that whenever we take atomic mass in grams or molecular mass in grams or formula mass in gram, it is said to be 1 mole. Let's suppose if there is sodium. Let's suppose an element, sodium is an element, and its atomic mass is 23. Whenever we take it in gram, it will be equal to 1 mole. The unit of mole is mole. So if there is a molecular mass, suppose we take water molecule, and we take its molecular mass, which is 18. If this 18 is taken in gram, this will be equal to 1 mole. Same is the case if there is a formula, suppose formula unit or formula mass, suppose sodium chloride, its formula mass is 58.5 gram. If we take this quantity in gram, it will be equal to 1 mole. There is another quantity associated with mole, which is called Avocados number. Its name is Avogadros because of an Italian scientist whose name was Amedeo Avogadro. Now we are representing this Avogadro number by Na, capital N, and subscript capital A. So what is Avogadro's number? So let's suppose we are dealing with the quantity in our daily life that is called dozen. And dozen of bananas or orange or eggs, anything contain the same particle, that's 12 particle. These 12 particle are known as dozen. Now let's suppose we take 1 mole, and that 1 mole will contain the equal number of particle. That particle are named as Avogadro's number. Suppose 1 mole of any element we take, that will contain the same particle 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23. This quantity has been given name as Avogadro number. So let's suppose we are taking some examples. If we take oxygen element, and oxygen atomic mass is 16 gram, and that 16 gram, that 16 atomic mass unit is represented in gram. So that 16 gram will be equal to 1 mole, as we discussed. Now that 1 mole will have the same particle 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23. This is called Avogadro's number. Now if we take the molecule, suppose we have taken water, and water molecular mass is 18. Now if this 18 is taken in gram, and that will equal to 1 mole, and this will also have the same particle 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23. Now, if we take a formula mass, NaOH, sodium hydroxide, a formula mass is 40 gram. is equal to 1 mole, and it will also have the same number of particle, Avogadro's number 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23. For calculating number of moles, we have some formulas that you should memorize it, and that formula is N is for the number of moles is equal to mass in grams divided by molar mass or molecular mass. And another one is number of mole is equal to the number of atoms, ions, or molecule, or formula units divided by Avogadro's number. And similarly, another formula for volume related question is a volume in cubic decimeter or decimeter cube divided by molar volume, and that molar volume is 22.4 dm cube at standard temperature and pressure. That's the few formulas you should memorize for the mole calculation. Okay student, you have to memorize this chart. It's very important, especially for the competitive examination. After this I will solve the competitive examination MCQs. So 1 mole is the gram molecular mass, and 1 mole is the gram atomic mass, and 1 mole is the gram per molar mass, and 1 mole is the Avogadro's number is equal to the Avogadro's number, and 1 mole is equal to the 22.4 dm cube or liter of a gas. Okay student, ETEA medical paper B 2018, the test that was held on 30th September, I think. In that paper, MCQs number 178, the number of gram atom in 3 gram of hydrogen atom is the same as the number of gram atoms in 48 gram of A nitrogen, B carbon, C oxygen, and D is oxygen molecule. So now we will solve this MCQs. As we know that hydrogen atomic mass is 1, and if we take in gram, it will be equal to 1 mole. So 1 gram is equal to 1 mole. Now if we take 3 grams, it will be equal to 3 mole.